Breaking news, martial law declared in South Korea amid unprecedented crisis. Seoul, South Korea, in a move that has sent shockwaves across the globe, the South Korean government declared martial law today, citing escalating threats to national security and social stability. The decision has placed the country's military in control of civil governance, triggering a state of emergency that experts are already calling the most pivotal moment in modern Korean history. What led to this drastic decision? Officials claim the declaration is a response to a confluence of existential threats, including heightened geopolitical tensions with North Korea, following alleged missile tests near the demilitarized zone. A cyber attack wave that crippled key financial and energy systems nationwide. Widespread domestic protests, fueled by discontent over economic stagnation, alleged government corruption, and growing inequality. The martial law proclamation was signed by President Insert Name, granting the South Korean military broad powers to enforce curfews, detain individuals without trial, and suppress dissent. This marks the first such declaration since the 1980 Gwangju Uprising, drawing comparisons to one of the darkest periods in South Korean history. Immediate impact on South Koreans. Seoul has transformed into a city on lockdown overnight. Curfews have been imposed nationwide, with violators facing severe penalties. Media outlets have been censored, with only state-approved narratives permitted. Social media platforms like Kakao Talk and Twitter have reported mass outages, sparking fears of an information blackout. Major industries, including tech giants Samsung and Hyundai, have reportedly scaled back operations amid security concerns, threatening global supply chains. What does this mean for the United States? The U.S., South Korea's closest ally, finds itself at a crossroads. With over 28,000 U.S. troops stationed in the country, Washington faces mounting pressure to respond decisively. Experts warn of several potential ramifications. Economic fallout. South Korea is a critical player in global trade, particularly in semiconductor production. Disruptions could cripple the U.S. tech sector, sending shockwaves through the global economy. Geopolitical risks. The declaration could embolden North Korea, increasing the likelihood of aggressive moves in the region. Military involvement. While U.S. officials emphasize the need for diplomacy, critics argue the situation may demand a stronger military posture. This is a moment of reckoning for U.S. Korean relations, said Dr. Laura Chen, a geopolitical analyst. America must decide whether to back its allies' internal policies or push for a swift return to democratic norms. Global reactions pour in. The United Nations has called for an emergency session to address the crisis. China and Russia have criticized the move, warning against Western interference. Social media campaigns under hashtags like #StandWithSouthKorea and #DemocracyNow have garnered millions of tweets worldwide. The world is watching. As the situation unfolds, South Korea's future and its role as a democratic beacon in Asia hangs in the balance. The declaration of martial law may mark a turning point in global politics, with consequences that extend far beyond the Korean peninsula. Will the people of South Korea rise against military rule? Will the U.S. intervene? Stay tuned as we bring you exclusive updates and expert analyses on the crisis gripping the world's attention. Impact and call to action. This story is developing at an unprecedented pace. Follow us on all platforms for real-time updates, share your thoughts using #KoreaCrisis, and subscribe for unparalleled coverage of this historic moment.